Oh, hello again, YouTube. It's Cupcake Gumbo. I thought today I would start with showing you my kind of art space slash crafting area, because yeah, I try to do a little bit of everything. Oh, and I'm knocking crap over because yeah, that's what I do, and I don't have much space. So, yay. My hubby is playing Doom in the bedroom, so you might hear what sounds like gunshots at points, but that's a video game. Yeah, this basically is my crafting space. Yep, it isn't very big. Give you a case in point. This is my hand. Yeah, and yes, those are like tiny miniature paintings because, yeah, I kind of like doing them. Can't say I'm very good at them, but you know, hey, it's my, it's bad lighting, but you know, hey, I'll show you some of them. This is my alien bird keeper. Yep, I don't want to show my name. I actually signed that one, or did I? No, I didn't. Just looked like I did. Anyway, yeah. I kind of was trying the acrylic pour method with, well, cheap acrylic paints and tiny canvases because, well, I can't really afford anything as far as art supplies. Because, yeah, I'm kind of broke as a twig. But yeah, this is my alien bird keeper. I kind of like how it turned out. It's a bit weird, bit interesting, but yeah. I did kind of the acrylic pour technique with the dip method, I guess is what it's called, where you pour a bunch of the paints and then you dip your painting into it, or your canvas into it. So that's kind of what I did. I'll show you some of them. I'll see what I can do. Yes, these are like 1 inch by 1 inch canvases. I like them. They're small, so they're not as intimidating. I really like the way this one came out, truthfully. Even though this was like, I think, almost the last one I did with the same paint. What I do is once the paint is dry, I look for what I see in it, and then I highlight what I see in it with a dark pen or whatnot, and try to bring it out. I call this one Cosmic Angel. I really like how she turned out. You know, it was the end of my dipping experiment, and all the paint was getting kind of muddy colored, but it still kind of swirled neatly in this kind of pattern, and this is what I saw. So yeah, I like it, and that's all the justification I need. This one I gotta be careful with because I actually did sign this one, so I don't want to show my signature because, you know, I kind of want to try and remain as anonymous as I can. This one I actually painted. Experimenting with paint and alcohol inks. Well, I painted and I didn't paint it. It's a mixed medium. I used dollar store markers and marked on the canvas first, and then I used rubbing alcohol to kind of blend the colors, so to speak, and added bits and pieces where I wanted, added a bit more marker where I wanted, and I think I actually used a little bit of acrylic paint here and there, and a correction pen, you know, like correction tape type stuff, but it's a liquid in a pen to, you know, dot things and highlight things. I actually kind of like it, but again, that's all the justification I need. I like doing these tiny paintings because, well, they're small, they're unintimidating. Even though it's a blank canvas, I don't get overwhelmed by all of the emptiness of a huge blank canvas. So it gives me the experience of being able to paint and create and do things like that without most of the panic-inducing stuff of trying to do art. Okay, let's see. I'll give you a quick glimpse of my, pan out a little bit, a quick glimpse of my crafting supplies that I just mainly keep kind of stacked up in a little tray here. And yes, those are like little easels for displaying mini paintings. So yeah, I've got a lot of junk. Most of it is dollar store stuff. Okay, I'm feeling bad about this. I don't want other artists to feel like I'm dissing them or anything like that. I'm broke. No joke. Dead serious, honest. I cannot afford expensive art supplies. So I do most of my shopping at the dollar store or get free handouts. So this is what I use. When it sounds like I might be mocking other artists because of what they do or how they do things, no. I'm mocking myself because I can't afford to do things cool, you know. And truthfully, part of me goes, well, even if you had the expensive art supplies like everybody else, well, you're not that great of an artist. You really wouldn't be able to use them properly. You wouldn't do anything good with them. So I kind of diss myself by going, yeah, that's what artists do and things like that, because, well, you know, I consider myself an artist, but I don't really have anything. So I do the best I can with what I've got. So I hope I haven't offended anybody by, you know, making comments about artists and things like that, because I really don't disparage other artists. I'm actually in great admiration of them. So yeah, this is another of my paintings. I call it hide and seek because this is what popped out to me. It looks like a dog or a wolf hiding behind a tree with a bird going, haha, I found you. So I like it. Again, this was one of my dips. Dips. Anyway, yeah, moving on. I'll show you another one. Trying to keep my signature hidden because, yeah, I want to try and remain as anonymous as possible, at least for now. So, I mean, I came out the door. I talk good, really. I came out the door stating I'm broken, so, you know, it's no big surprise there. I'm just kind of, yeah. Anyway, I don't need to justify wanting to keep my identity hidden. So, this was actually the first dip painting I did, and I like to call it Flowers in a Rainstorm. And this was the first painting that came out interesting, and then the rest just kind of followed with dipping into progressively muddier and muddier color. So, but I found something neat and interesting, in my opinion, in each of them, and did my best to bring it out. And that's what I did. This looked like flowers being caught in a lightning/rainstorm. So I brought it out. It might not be great flowers, but that's what they look like to me. Flowers. So, yeah. I thought today I would also give a kind of a walkthrough of my sketchbook and explain a few things. I'm an artistic person. I am a creative person in my own right. Not a great one, but I am one. And I have such a craving and need to make things that I often spend my energy poorly. I try a little bit of everything, don't concentrate on one thing long enough to really get good at it. So yeah, you'll probably see me trying my hand at different art type things as this vlog goes on, if I manage to keep it up. So yeah, this is my sketchbook. This is the one I'm currently working in. It's the one that I drew the shape of my disorders in. I actually made this. I was trying my hand at making my own book. Ah, Mooser! My other cat just knocked my fan over. Thank you! Ugh. Anyway, He wants my attention, so, but, yeah. I think I did a fairly decent job at making my own, hand-bound, hand-stitched book, and I kind of like how it turned out, I still haven't got the cover on it because, well, anxiety and procrastination. I started to make the cover and then set it aside and just never finished it, so it's still waiting for the cover. But, I've got a few blank pages. I tried following one of those I Write Wrong I tutorials a while back, and I really like it. On the left is how I used to draw my eyes, or probably still would if I didn't have the new reference to go from. I actually really like the way the right eye turned out. I literally followed one of these do-don't tutorials to see if I could improve how I do my eyes. And that one came out amazing. Now my only problem is to do this with any kind of consistency. And as my brain gets flustered, be able to actually match it and do two eyes that actually look close enough to the same on the same face to be a face. So yeah, that'll take more practice. Maybe I'll practice that in the future. This is just kind of color doodling for me. I like bright colors because bright colors make me kind of happy. So at times when I'm feeling like I need a bright color pick-me-up, I will take a piece of paper and just draw a random line on it, however it goes, and just whatever. And when I think it's done, I will color it and try to just color it as well as I can and just make it pop out and be pretty and things like that. So yeah, I think other people have done this before. It's nothing new. Sometimes I see shapes in it, like I did with my paintings, and I will try to actually bring the shapes out to make whatever it is I see in the image stand out more. Sometimes I don't see anything other than just, well, it's a line on a paper that I'm going to color. I've done a couple of these, as you can see. They don't have any real up or down, and I have to be careful because my ink bleeds through my paper. So, yeah. But, come on, stay open. I was trying to figure out how to draw a frog. I used to draw these little doodles for my kids when they were little. Yeah, I'm an old woman. And I haven't drawn them in years. I wanted to draw something for my granddaughter, so I thought, hey, maybe one of these frogs I used to draw for my kids. So I tried to draw a frog from memory, how I used to draw them, and I know I didn't do it right, because I remember them looking a lot cuter than this thing is. But, hey, that's what this vlog is all about, me trying to get better at my artwork. I tried to draw him sitting on a lily pad, but I really don't know how to draw lily pads, and it shows. So, yeah, I may work on this. Well, actually, I probably will work on this from time to time to try and improve it, get a little better, make it a little better, figure out what it is about it that I thought was cuter way back when. I don't have any examples of my original doodles of this little character. So, yeah. But these are some of the things I do. And yes, I have a granddaughter. She's 4 years old. She's beautiful, amazing, and wonderful. Another one of my I need bright colors doodles. Nothing big. Just more bright colors. This is a drawing I'm still work in progress. I'm still trying to do. I'm trying to draw like a dark fairy creature, like the you have the dark and the light fae, the Seelie and Unseelie court, that sort of thing. I was trying to draw a dark fairy, based kind of off a wasp or moth or something, or a combination of the two. I'm still not happy with it, obviously, and I haven't gotten very far with it. It was supposed to have a cap, wearing a cap that was made from like the top of a wasp head, and that's why it's got like eyes and antennas on top of it. But it's not turning out the way I want, and I kind of want it in a crouched position, but I can't figure out how to draw crouched positions properly. So I did this like little stick figure to try and figure out how to draw it crouched properly, and it just looks weird. So I may have to try and dig up some reference images of someone crouching until I can find the right position that I want her in. Her, him, I don't know which yet. And then maybe try again, or try to work with this one still. It's still in pencil, so nothing set in stone, or ink. Well, you've all probably seen this one already. This is the shape of my disorder. Or my disorders is what it should have been, because it's my anxiety and depression. Yeah, this is more the semi-finished. I might color it at some point. Who knows? I like coloring. Yeah, I'm an old lady, but yes, I still like coloring. Don't give a damn. So, yeah, that's that. This is something I was trying to draw. It's kind of rough, obviously. It's still in pencil and blah, blah, blah. It's kind of supposed to be a stone wall, old-fashioned style stone wall, with a magical vine growing between the cracks. And it's supposed to be like a glowing berry, but I don't really know how to make it look like it's glowing. So I'm going to be working with this a bit off and on. Yes, I have lots of works in progress, if I can learn to talk. But this was more my thought of, sometimes something that slips through the cracks can grow to be something magical. So maybe an analogy for what I hope to be, maybe not. It's just something I drew. I think that's the last of the images in this sketchbook so far. Yeah, everything else is empty. So, well, that's my sketchbook. This was an attempt at cold porcelain. I made my own. I followed some recipes on the internet. Like I said, I do more things than I should, or I shouldn't say that. Anybody should do whatever they want to do. There isn't things you should or shouldn't do. But I made some cold porcelain because I wanted to experiment with it. I tried to make a puffy-looking cat face, and it both did and did not turn out well. So, but hey, it dried up. It's hard. It's weird looking. It's not really a good cat face, but hey, it's an attempt. I still want to make like mushrooms, magical looking mushrooms with the cold porcelain. I think I might have put too much glue in the recipe that I used, and and that's why it's not really, I don't know, it wasn't really workable the way I wanted it to, and I tried to dry it a little faster by like putting it in my toaster oven for a little while, and that definitely didn't work. So don't try to bake cold porcelain. It doesn't work. Trust me. I found that out the hard way. Anyway, yep. Blarg. Anyway, I do things like that, though. Something catches my interest, and I experiment with it. I try it. If I can get the supplies to do it, I do it. It might not be great, like my attempt at making alcohol ink. So, but, hey, I tried it. I might try to make more if I can get, like, proper containers. I mean, I've picked up, like I said, dollar store markers. They're, like, I guess they're supposed to be the cheap equivalent of a Sharpie. They don't even have any, like, logo on them. They don't have a lot of ink in them. And the colors aren't really great. But, can't really complain for getting a package of, like, 5 or 6 markers for $1. So, God, I say a lot, sorry. As my anxiety climbs, yay! Yeah, I'm entertaining, yeah, no, I'm not, I know that. But anyway, yep, moving on. That's part of my problem is focus. I can't really focus on one thing long enough to get really good at it. I'm hoping to try and change that. The problem is I love art. I love all kinds of art. And I fall in love with different types and styles of art quickly and want to try them. And, I do the best I can. But, of course, I suck at them because I don't practice them. So I get frustrated when things don't turn out the way I want them to. Sorry, this has gone all blurry. I get frustrated when things don't turn out the way I want them to. So, I get discouraged and I drop them for a while. And then I move on to something else that catches my interest and my heart and my newest love of, whatever art project, art style, digital art to whatever. Although my computer is like an old dinosaur that doesn't really function very well anymore. It kind of makes grinding noises when it tries to do anything. So when I'm, and yes, I use free paint and art programs when I can. To describe how bad it is, I can't run Krita on it because my system is just too old. And Krita, from what I've heard, is one of the best computer art programs out there that you can get for free. So it looks neat, it looks fun, I'd love to play with it, but I can't. So I won't. So moving on. But yeah, I fall in love with different things and I guess part of me wants desperately to be instantly good at something. So I can feel proud of myself, feel happy with myself. These are like dollar store cookie cutters I bought to try and make my own molds for like silicone or acrylic resin or things like that. Of course, I need something to make in the mold, things like that. Don't have any of that at the moment, so I'm just gonna. I got them at the dollar store. Yeah, you'll probably hear that a lot. Yeah, I ramble a lot because I'm nervous. I am anxious. I am terrified. And I have a hard time talking with people about this. Yeah, wow. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm trying an experiment. I'm doodling in my brain, I guess, in some ways. Need bright colors, sorry. Just, something to look at. I'm not drawing anything at the moment because I don't really feel comfortable trying to draw anything at the moment with the mood I'm in. So I'm, just looking at bright colors and talking to you guys. Not that you guys or anyone out there at the moment, because nobody's really looked at my videos yet, but truthfully, I've only got one and a end piece video up, and, well, it's kind of stupid. Well, no, it's not stupid, it's just my intro video. Yeah. Anyhow, so, yeah, and I'm just another person spilling my guts on the internet. Yeah, I know. I make a lot of disparaging comments because I don't think very highly of myself. Yeah, I know. Another person with self-esteem issues and yada yada yada. You ever wonder why that is? Why there's so many of us these days? So many people who feel so inadequate, so bad about themselves, think they're so absolutely worthless. Not worth anything. So they suffer from anxiety and depression and eating disorders and things like that. I do. I wonder at times why the suicide rate over the last 20 years has consistently gone up. I wonder why people are more interested in hurting each other and tearing each other apart than trying to make something beautiful and trying to help each other out. I don't know. Maybe it's easier. I don't get it. I can't get it. I don't want to understand it. Because truthfully, if I understood it, I might be like that. And I don't ever want to be like that. I've been hurt. I've been hurt enough in my life to never want to hurt anyone else. I don't want to make other people feel the way I feel. And I do my best where I can to support other people who, feel like I do. Feel they're worthless, useless, can't do anything right, can't make anything pretty. I'm almost 50 years old. Yeah, that's pretty freaking old in my book. I feel like an old lady, and at the same time I don't feel like an old lady. I've got kids, but, there's trauma and drama with that. I love my kids. I do. And they love me too. At least they say they do. But we're more like friends than mother, daughters, things like that. So, hey, at least I can say I'm friends with my kids. That's more than some people can say. Yeah. But, these are aspects of my life and things that add to my trauma and my drama and my whining and things like that. But yeah. I don't think people should be made to feel like they're worthless, like they're useless, like they can't do anything right. But honestly, I don't know how to change that. I don't know how to change the world. I've tried. I've tried to help people over the years and mostly been slapped down for it because, hey, that's not what the world wants. Fuck off. Excuse my language. So yeah, more bright colors, just going back over my bright colors. Because I like bright colors, because maybe bright colors mean happy and, yada yada yada. I might be doing another one of these today. Probably won't film myself doing it, because yeah, who wants to watch somebody just scribble on a page and then fill in the scribble with colors? But, yeah. I don't know what I'm doing here, but I'm trying. And as somebody recently told me, you don't fail unless you don't try. So, I'm counting this at the moment as a win because, hey, I'm trying. I'm trying to reach out. I'm trying to be open. I'm trying to be honest. I'm trying to break a habit of a lifetime. So, yeah. I think I will end it here. Apologies for doing this. Oh, my husband just got frustrated and growled at the game. That happens. I mean, it's Dune. But, yeah, anyway. Oh, and we have a game system to play it on because our best friend actually bought it for my husband for his birthday. So, yeah, still poor, still broke. Yes, we have an expensive system, but only because someone gave it to us. Yeah. Oh, God, I worry about everything. Everything I say, everything I do. Sorry, I'm gonna sign off and run away now.